Hey guys, sorry for the delay in getting this video out. It's been a rough couple days and the editing software just really was not my friend. First there was issues with the audio, then there was issues with the video, and then there was just issues with my health. I just couldn't win for losing. So anyway, we're here on day 2. You can tell it's day 2 because I'm wearing my Haikyuu shirt. And I've been working on getting the books all created up. And every now and then you'll see me pull out my phone here and there. And well, I swear to you, I'm not actually texting. I'm looking up information about my books. See, I use this app called Libib. I've probably used it for about 10 or 12 years now. It is really easy to use if you just scan the barcode on the back of the book. Unless, of course, it's an old Tokyopop book. Seeing as they're older volumes, you have to scan the barcode on the inside cover. It's a real pain in the butt, but I'm here to tell you that's where the information's at. Anyways, this app helps keep track of all the books I have. They also have ways of keeping track of board games, DVDs, music, and video games. It's a really cool app. I absolutely love this app. I'm even on a first name basis with one of their staff. His name is Scott. He helps me with like everything. I totally appreciate him. And if he's watching, hi Scott. I'll put a link below so that anyone that's interested can download Libib for themselves. So I'm still getting stuff graded up, trying to get books from the right side of the screen, which is a section that has newer stuff that I haven't quite organized and plugged in with the series that they belong with. So at this point, my collection has gotten so large that sometimes I just can't find where the books are on the shelf. So they get stacked somewhere until I can find them. That's kind of what happened here with this poor little stack. The left side of the room, I have mostly standard size volumes. So you've got your Viz, your Yen Press, your Kodansha. On the middle right side, the stack is mostly 7 Seas, Dark Horse, J-Novel. I think there's some net comics. On the far right, there's mostly oversized stuff, like Viz Signature, the oversized Kodansha, oversized Yen Press, the Easy Press, stuff like that. I personally like to have all of my books organized by size. I know some people have asked me in the past how I organize my books, and mostly I do it by size. I also like to have everything organized alphabetically by publisher. So when this room gets rebuilt, most likely the plan is to put the books in alphabetical order by publisher, by size. So the edge of the room going from left to right will be standard size and smaller size depending on the publisher, and the middle stacks will be the larger size books, again in alphabetical order depending on publisher. This room will only hold incomplete series, whereas library room number 2 will hold books that are complete series. And library room number 3 has always been the adult room, or my BL room, GL room, hentai room. I keep it under lock and key because I'm sorry, I don't want some stranger walking into my house and having that be the first thing they see. Do not need to announce to the world that I have all of that stuff, especially strangers. Mind you, I am not embarrassed of it. I'm actually quite proud of my collection. But people are kind of judgy, you know? Anyways, we're moving into day 3. This was a sad day. This 5x5 I wanted to salvage, and as you can see, it broke in the process of trying to move it. We are repurposing the shelves, and I'm not too torn up about it. It was an older shelf unit. But yeah, so now I'm down a 5x5. But that's okay, because like I said, wasn't really sure what I was going to do with it anyways. We have the hand-built shelves on top of the manufactured shelves. And those I built specifically to fit standard size manga. I do plan on putting them back up once the room is rebuilt, and hopefully the back of the room and the right side of the room will also contain some. Part of the reason the right side of the room doesn't have a set is because I didn't realize that it would block the air vent when I built them. So I had to do a little bit of creative finagling for when I build the next set. I'm slowly, even though this is sped up, getting as much crated. When I ran out of crates, I literally ran out of space in my living room, and I believe these were the last of the crates. I'm currently trying to see if I have enough space to get the rest of the CMX and CPM on the back wall completely crated up, as well as some of the series along the left side. Trying to figure out how you are going to fit all of this stuff into this tiny amount of space can be extraordinarily daunting. So right now I'm getting some of the 7Cs and smaller series and putting them over onto the right side so that they're separated for later on. Same thing with the left. When you see me moving books over, it's because, well, I want to keep the standard size books together so that things are, well, somewhat organized. I've got a thing for organization, if you can't tell. I was becoming pretty desperate to find containers to put stuff in at this point, so I kept asking Austin if he had any ideas, let alone I wanted to catch him before he went out to defeather his owl. Yeah, owl. A great horned owl. He found it by the side of the road last week and decided he wanted to keep the feathers. We live in a somewhat rural area, so all kinds of interesting things happen around here with the wildlife. I'm trying to get the last little bit of larger volumes organized on the far right side, because eventually I'm going to need to push everything over to the right. So that's why you kind of see me in the back of that stack. I'm getting the last of these boxes, crates, finally moved out of the room. The small amount of CMX and CPM moved off that back. and eventually clearing the area so that I can begin removing hardware. I've removed all the hardware and I am now measuring the window for the next phase. And that's it.